Okay, Capricorn, this is your reading for love and relationships, June 2016. So I'm going to shuffle the cards as always for just a few more seconds. What came out of here? Lovers? Okay. A very interesting card to start off with. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards. Okay. The next card is Three of Cups reversed. Interesting. I have the World. I have Nine of Cups reversed. I have the Queen of Cups. Lots of cups for you, Capricorn. I don't know why. Um, this could be definitely another person here. I have the Tower in reverse. I have Death in reverse. So you're coming out with some very, very strong cards. So you have 4 major arcana cards so far. I have Two of Wands in reverse. And then a Seven of Cups. Okay, so looking at the major things that are going on, you have 4 major arcana and you also have 4 cups. Major changes with emotions and shifts. There is a relationship, I'm going back to this Lover's card, that had a definite effect on another relationship, a friendship. And it could have even brought that friendship to closure. So looking at your major arcana card, these are some very important cards for you because we do have the Lovers. The World, which means closure, completion, beginning over again. Then we have the Tower, which usually means a huge change, a huge event that comes out of nowhere and just completely flips the script. This has been reversed. Maybe it's a salvaging of a relationship or a friendship that happened back here. And then we have Death in reverse as well. This is also about the prevention, stopping and ending. Death is about endings and resurrection. So I think it's interesting that these 3 cards, the World, the Tower, and Death, these are all cards that are about certain things coming to an ending in different ways. The World is about going on this journey or going through a cycle of life and beginning all over again, making it through that journey successfully. The cycle completes itself, right? And the world is like that. You know, the earth revolves around the sun. There are things that are in place that are meant to happen to help us grow and learn. But it can also mean that a certain friendship, relationship, or situation did come to an end. It lived out its usefulness in your life, and it pushed you into a new beginning. It can also mean that there was a change that happened that brought closure, and that closure did change things for good. There are many different interpretations of the world as far as what does this cycle mean? What does the end of this major arcana card mean? Well, it definitely means you begin again. It definitely means success. It's a very positive card. It means you, in a spiritual sense, have learned all the lessons you are meant to learn. But in a more unique and specific sense, as far as relationship readings, it can mean that there's closure on something that's pushing you to maybe a different direction for your own good. You might not see it that way, but maybe it is good for you, this closure and new beginning, even though you don't see it. So the world and death and tower, they're cards in the major arcana that all reveal or express closures and beginnings. The world is the last card in the major arcana. So this is about the overall journey. The tower is about an event, an unexpected event that does change things, that tears things down. And sometimes I see that when it's reversed, I see it as taking a path that might lead to destruction. Okay? That there's something happening that will eventually lead to the tower being destroyed. So if it's in reverse, it doesn't necessarily mean a disaster has been prevented sometimes, but it definitely means that there's a possibility for a disaster that has not come yet. Okay. And then we have this death in reverse. And death is this personal transformation, not a huge cycle like the world, but it could also mean the death. You know, many people hate seeing this in relationship readings because it can mean, if it's upright, the end of a relationship. But it can also mean new beginnings. You know, it can mean, oh, there's a breakup, but you'll be fine. You'll be able to begin again. And so putting these three cards together with this Lover's card, whatever is going, this relationship brought on a lot of huge shifts in your life. And it also is something that had a huge effect on other relationships you've had, because this Three of Cups is, sometimes I see it as the friendship card, the celebration card. Sometimes this can mean a special occasion, such as a celebration of an engagement. Sometimes I see this as, when it's upright, as a casual relationship, nothing serious. And maybe this is signaling that affections are too casual. We have the Lover's card. The Lovers doesn't necessarily mean marriage or commitment. It can mean eros meaning erotic love, that very sexual energy that you feel with someone, not just the sexual relationship. But it doesn't necessarily mean commitment. It can be a very strong romantic energy. Okay? But this relationship and I can interpret this as sleeping around or something like that. Maybe this is something someone else did because I see no pentacles in here, Capricorn. I don't know why. I think Earth is represented with the world. The world is the Earth, and maybe this relationship had a huge effect on the emotional energy. It had a huge effect on a friendship or relationship that sort of shifted and changed it and pushed it into a new cycle. Okay. So you have a lot of cups here. This Queen of Cups is right in the middle here. This can represent a man or a woman. It can represent being in love. It can represent being intuitive, emotionally nurturing, being in love, wanting to give love. And this Nine of Cups in reverse, there's this unhappiness. So I think that these cups in reverse, right next to this Queen of Cups, this little triad of cups here, are indicating maybe your emotional ups and downs, not necessarily another person. But whatever it is, it seems like this relationship has always had to deal with obstacles. It's always just been on the verge of disaster. Now, I say this knowing that some of you are not in relationships, some of you are single. And I do see this as maybe for you single people still dealing with emotional shifts and changes. Maybe you are trying to deal with a previous relationship that wasn't what you thought it was. That's why we have a Three of Cups in reverse. And maybe you wanted it to mean more, but things changed. And so now you're in love, but you're not happy because this person is not with you. This Tower in reverse means that this could be a situation where the other person is in a position to really hurt you. And this could be single or if you're in a relationship. So this Tower in reverse, it doesn't mean that you're avoiding a disaster or a particular crisis, but it means that the situation with a person or situation with your feelings, that possibility is lurking. So now that maybe we have emotional confusion and unhappiness, and I would almost say and this just occurred to me as I was looking at the cards, that maybe someone led you on as well, Capricorn. When we get here, heading into the future, we have Death in reverse. Maybe this person will not let things die. Maybe this connection will not die, but this Two of Wands is in reverse. We still do not know what's going to happen. And this is interesting because if you look at this card, you have the world in his hands. Once again, that completion of a cycle, beginning again, I think. And you have these two wands here, this unity, this working together. Sometimes two can mean divisiveness, things are not connected. But sometimes when we see two, like in Two of Cups, we're also seeing unity, two opposite forces coming together. But this is still, um, in many ways, this is still reversed for you. This world is not, you don't have the world yet. You haven't gotten what you want yet. So that leads us to this Seven of Cups. And this can mean procrastination, your head in the clouds, daydreams and fantasies. I think the I think the tarot is telling you, Capricorn, you might still be emotionally in limbo. You still might be daydreaming and wanting something to happen, this relationship to happen, and it still might not come through for you. So, one interpretation of these cards, a very loose interpretation, because I know there are hundreds and thousands of you who might be looking at this and seeing different things in your life, applying it to your life. One interpretation was that someone you had a relationship that was very romantic at first, but this person led you on, or the relationship shifted because of this relationship. I think that you're emotionally, maybe you were left emotionally confused, or maybe this other person's emotionally confused, but it is a very unhappy situation that you've been left hanging. And because of that, there's this always this fear that you will get hurt, that it's left you in a place, Capricorn, where you don't feel safe or stable. Okay, and the Tower is about stability that suddenly becomes unstable and everything just blows up, so to speak. Huge disaster. And I think you're aware that because of your feelings in this particular interpretation, that there's always this disaster, that your feelings could lead you to really be hurt. But at the same time, you don't want to emotionally let go. Or maybe this connection with this person is so strong that you don't let go. And so there's still this desire. Two of Wands is about having power and control. There still is this, you still do not have that power and control just yet. So we come to this Seven of Cups, to where emotionally we're still in love, we still have these feelings attached, but we're just going to stay put. We're still going to hope. We're still going to daydream. We'll still be in emotional limbo. It could be that this other person who's a water sign is still not emotionally available. It's sort of like they don't know what they want and they're not ready to make a commitment. They might be willing to sleep with you, but they're not really willing to make or have or build a real relationship with you. That's something that's coming through. That these cups are about the confusion of this other person who keeps turning against you or pushing you away. And it's causing a lot of distress for you. Yet you can't let them go. And I think they'll still be a little bit distant. Um, so I'm going to shuffle for an outcome card to see what might happen here. Okay. Okay, so the outcome card that I'm seeing, another circle, another wheel. That's amazing. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and it signals another turn in events. It can mean your luck is going to change. And I think that you have a lot of significant cards here with the major arcana and these cups that are telling you, Capricorn, this is going to change. There's going to be a change in luck. You might not always be um, at a disadvantage in this situation. It's just this, and I'm not necessarily saying that this person, you and this person, are going to connect or have a relationship, but I do get a sense that you will not feel trapped, emotionally trapped with this person anymore. Your luck is going to change. There's going to be a shift. I think you're going to feel a little bit more powerful here. And whenever we get these cycles and circles, note how we have the lion, the cherub. These are almost the same cards here. That you will still be able to finish and continue this cycle, but this is definitely saying your luck is going to change here. And this cycle, there might have been completion, there might have been an ending or some type of shift that left you confused. But I think this Wheel of Fortune is sort of like backtracking because this is the last card, number 21. This is number 10. I think that the Wheel of Fortune is telling you, the message is that you're going to be on top again. And I don't think you're always going to feel helpless in this romantic situation. That you will start to feel empowered. And maybe this Two of Wands is going to be more meaningful here. Because this is definitely, fire is definitely a stronger force than water in some respects. Water is strong, but this is about taking action, taking control. Okay? So, you are going to be still going through some major shifts, Capricorn, and I think it's going to happen in a good way. And I think even your feelings might change about this relationship to where maybe this person starts going through shifts or changes that might have them behave in a different way. But also, if you are alone or if you're single right now, I think that the Tower and the Death, the card of Death and the Tower are signaling that there might be still some housekeeping items, things that you need to resolve, things that you need to confront so that you can truly move forward. This Wheel of Fortune is probably indicating the change is going to happen whether you want to or not, and it's going to be for your highest good. Okay? And this is a change that might actually affect the other person more than you, but it is going to happen. Okay? Now I'm going to shuffle for your Angel Oracle card. Why did this? Okay, so as clumsy as I am with this card, this came up before in another reading. This is your base chakra, and this is very meaningful for you, Capricorn, because the base chakra, this is the chakra that's at the tailbone near the base of your spine. It's the foundation, and because you're Earth, this is about foundation. Establishing a strong foundation. It's about stability. And this has a lot to do with finances, so this is very much the energy of an Earth. sign. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances, as your words determine your outcome. And I think that's very meaningful for you, Capricorn. Excuse me. I don't think it just means your words. I think it also means, Capricorn, to find that stability here. And it's not just preventing the tower from happening, but it's it's about being adaptable to change, but still finding stability within that change. Because Capricorns can be stubborn. Most earth signs usually are, Taurus and Virgo. But I think this card is definitely telling you to find your stability again. Okay? All right. So, I will end this as always thanking everybody for their comments, their donations, the opportunity to read for you. It's been very busy. I haven't had a chance to respond to all the comments the way I usually do. Um, if you need to contact me, look in my description and please contact me directly through my email. If you respond through YouTube, I might not see your comment in time, even though I get notifications and I might read it. Um, Also, if you're interested in a video reading, this is a service I started offering the other month. You can get a reading, a tarot reading on video. You don't need to have a phone reading with me or arrange necessarily an appointment. The video readings allow you to get a reading from me without having to arrange contact, because I'm here in LA and I know a lot of you are on the East Coast. And unfortunately, I'm not always available during the day. So look in my description and you will see the information there for my online appointment book and my email. So, Capricorn, I hope you are enjoying this lovely weather. Summer's approaching, summer solstice is coming. I hope to talk to some of you soon. I hope I can offer some readings for some of you. So, um, definitely consider getting a reading. And I hope this brought you clarity. I will see you on YouTube, and I hope to talk to you soon.